So there are different ways of capturing leads online when it comes to AI. We've already kind of gone through the voice scenario of putting together a voice agent that can field inbound calls and log prospects information. In this video, I want to go through applying chatbots to your website. And so in this case, we're going to use Go High Level. And for those who are unfamiliar, Go High Level is an all-in-one marketing and sales software that you can use for various aspects of your business. I've used it as a CRM in some cases. I like it mostly for its automation feature where you can combine different third-party software, and it's a great way of serving as a central location to organize your business. And so within Go High Level, and if you look in the description below, you can use a link there to get a 14-day free trial of Go High Level. But in Go High Level, we're first of all going to go and click on the AI agents tab right here. And within the AI agents tab, so Go High Level has different uh, features when it comes to agents. They have their voice AI, their conversation AI, and then their content AI. Their voice AI isn't nearly as effective as Retail or Vappy, which is why I typically recommend those other voice specific platforms when it comes to the voice. But their conversational AI are pretty solid. So we're going to create the conversational AI within here. I've already done one called Adzo, which is actually an agent that I'm working on to sort of be the ambassador for everything regarding my company. You can actually check out her social media page at Adzo AI. And so you're going to go into the conversation AI, click on a create bot. You can make it a general Q&A bot, or you can make it an appointment setting bot. Let's say you choose general Q&A. You're going to click on that, and then you have to put in information about your business, and then it'll ask you to basically add in prompting for the personality and then the intent of the bot as well, and then the goal of the bot. So if I were to, let's just say here, testname.com, I'm gonna put in my real email for this, and then let's go Monday, Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And confident voice. So if you save that, you can then move on to next. It'll have you choose the channel that you want it to operate on. So in our case, we are referring to the website, but it's something that can operate within text, can operate within your social media, and you can actually connect it among these different platforms as well. But in our case, we are looking for the chat widget. So we're going to choose just chat widget for now. And I'm going to put test. Hello, do you have any questions for me? I'm going to click on next. And then you can then choose the different goals for the bot. So what details it should collect from the person who is inquiring. Right now it has down name, email, and number, and then we can keep it at that for now. But there's all sorts of functionality that you can apply to these bots, from appointment setting to just logging information to um, even having your voice agent then do an outbound call once maybe it's qualified via messaging. And so now with that created, and it's not my primary, so because this is just a test, what you're going to do is you're going to go to sites, you're going to go to chat widget, and then you're going to click on new. And in this case, as I mentioned, we're doing live chat because it's going to be for the website. And then you see on the bottom right here, this is kind of how it would show up on the website. You can style it the way you would like. So let's say we wanted it to be, I don't know, orange, and then wanted the icon to be this icon over here. This is the welcome message. And then you see, this is how it would show up on the site. It's powered by the agency account. And you can actually replace this avatar with with an image of your choice. So just make sure to replace that avatar here, so that this avatar currently it's something that you actually see all across the web. Make sure you replace this with your actual image or image of your company logo or what have you. And then once that is complete, you're just going to click on save. And from there, you are able to then put it onto your site. So now what you want to then do is if you go over to, I believe it is chat window, and then live chat assigned. You're going to want to turn off show live chat welcome message, because this is what will enable the conversational AI, the actual AI bot, to chime in. And so you see here it says keep disabled if using conversation AI, and that's so that the bot will be able to work on its own versus actual human customer service rep who is communicating on the site. So with that off, you are ready to go. You're going to click on, so if you're applying this to a WordPress, if you're applying this to a landing page or a site within Go High Level, which you can build sites within Go High Level. If you're applying this to Framer, Wix, one of those platforms that are more drag and drop, then you can go ahead and do that by clicking on Get Code, copy the script here. So whether you're using a Wix or a Framer or a custom site, which in the case here is what I'm actually going to show you, you're going to copy this code and then you're going to take that over to your site. So I use Cursor AI for pretty much all the sites that I build at this point. You have other solutions on the market, Bolt, Lovable. These are the AI powered solutions. But if I pull up Cursor, for example, and I'm just going to show an example of what I would do and what I did for the previous one, you would go onto the project that you have open in Cursor, and all you would do is literally just type in, please apply this AI chatbot to the site at the bottom right, colon, and then you would just paste in the script, and then it will go ahead, make those changes. You would then say run on local host, and from there, you'd be able to pull up local host, command click, and then at the bottom right, you'll see that chat window over there. So this is from the previous one that I did. This is what would show up with the test one that we just did. If I were to prompt for that, you see the chat that comes up. Hi there, have a question. I can answer it for you, and then you can go ahead and start typing. In my case, it was about my company, Pinterest Media. So if I were to say, can you tell me what services you offer? And then right now it's set to wait 7 seconds before responding. So there's like a little bit of lag time. So it gives it more of like a normal feel to someone responding to your chat. And you see here, we offer 24/7 AI voice receptionist, workflow automation, so on and so forth. So that is pretty much it. And as I mentioned, you have that voice case where you can capture inbound from people calling your number. You have a scenario where you can capture it from people being on your site, and then the chat would then get logged within Go High Level. So if I go into Go High Level, into the conversations tab, you can literally see that chat that happened in the conversations chat tab where all your different conversations for Go High Level are logged. Can you tell me what services you offer? And then it shows what the actual response was. And so you can actually take over the conversation here if you chose to, or the AI could continue communicating back and forth. And there's a way of being able to then even connect the voice agent with the chat agent or the chat aspect of the agent, and even with SMS. And so maybe I'll do that in another video. But this is how you can go about kind of creating a whole lead capture system to make it easier to streamline and process prospects and leads in your business.